Welcome to the Signature Finisher Podcast Watch Party. I'm your host, DS Wall. And you already know who's joining me, my tag team partner in crime, Double J. As we welcome everybody to our channel as we watch the WWE Elimination Chamber. And it's already started. Shout out to WWE for starting stuff early.
Yeah, I was still under the assumption all day that this was 8 o'clock. So I had to scramble in the last 5 minutes to get all this stuff done.
Yeah.
Because I had my desk cleared off because I'm in the middle of reorganizing everything. So I had everything cleared off. So I don't even have my monitors on my desk. So it's just a laptop right now sitting up here doing this. Then I threw the camera on top and off to the races.
Yeah. I'm cooking while I be watching. Shout out to the missus. We stepped out for a minute and do a little sightseeing. So we're gonna go ahead and cook some dinner while we do Elimination Chamber watch party. And in the meantime, I gotta step away for a second. Double JB right here for everybody.
Yeah. So don't really know who I want to win this match. I don't know how many people we got live streaming, but go ahead and throw it in there who you want to see win. If I had to guess, I'd probably say Tiffany Stratton's the only one that really doesn't have any direct path right now, so it would make the most sense for her to win. I would say everybody probably wants Rhea Ripley to win, but she still has the ongoing story with EO, so unless they're going to build that into the story, which I doubt. Rhea Jade would be good, but it wouldn't be good for Jade long term because she's already got her own issues, being that she's only defended the title twice. So burying her for Rhea would not make a whole lot of sense. That's why I kind of think Tiffany's going to end up winning the whole thing. Raquel Jade, I don't think would be a good match either. I think she's just kind of in it because she's been getting a push, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense not to have her in there either. And pardon me, I'm also doing dad duty, so I got a fussy baby that won't keep her pacifier in her mouth. She likes to turn her head and drop it out of her mouth. But she's super cute, so I deal with it. 4 matches. That's not PLE level quality. That's like a house show or like a Saturday night's main event. That's another issue I have with this. You wanted people to sit down and take time to watch this, and you only got 4 matches going, which means this match is probably going to go for an hour. The men's Elimination Chamber is probably going to go for an hour. I really wouldn't have a problem if they wanted to throw a complete curveball and let Kiana James win. The only issue I would have with that is how they've screwed over Julia. But a good curveball would be having Kiana James win. Hey, look, he's back.
I'm going with Rhea Ripley to win. I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm going with Rhea to win today.
Kiana James is walking out looking amazing as always. I did not say that out loud.
Yes, you did.
This is a family show. I can't be talking like that.
You meant every word of that.
I 100% meant every word.
Oh, man.
No, while you were gone, I was saying it doesn't make a lot of sense.
That was
peeking over your shoulder.
That was the wife. She was trying to get her 5 minutes of fame in.
And then she snuck off like I didn't see her.
Yeah, I know. She ran away.
I saw you. I saw you hiding. But no, I was saying that it doesn't, unless they're going to directly tie EO back into like a 3-way or a 4-way match at WrestleMania, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for Rhea to win. Because she's obviously got to wrap that story up with EO. Right now, the only one that it would make a lot of sense, I guess Alexa Bliss winning it could help drive, the split up of her and Charlotte Flair too, but the title doesn't need to be involved for that to happen. Tiffany Stratton's the one that makes the most sense.
So
she doesn't have a path right now.
So you saying by having Alexa win, it'll start the breakup because of jealousy.
Yeah.
Right. and she don't have to win the title.
No.
But
if Alexa won the match, she'd get the right to wrestle Jade at WrestleMania, which could build the jealousy with Charlotte Flair, which could then turn it into a triple threat if they wanted to go that route. And I hope they don't, because we don't need that many triple threat matches.
Yeah.
Here's who needs to win.
Okay, so storyline purpose, I can see where you're coming from. You know, Alexa winning, start to break up her and Charlotte Flair, because you wouldn't put them in that tag team match against Irresistible Forces. Is that their names now?
I don't know. So I heard them referenced as that earlier when I was like halfway. I had the pre-show on. I was like sort of paying attention while I was doing stuff, but
yeah. So
I'm completely distracted because Tiffany's coming out now. So it's kind of a wrap for the next 30 seconds.
So hold on, man.
Her hair is awesome, by the way.
Okay. So for storyline purpose, you would say Alexa versus Jay at WrestleMania. But because we all know that WWE don't make things make sense. So will you think that Rhea going over and winning today will be like a money match sort of for WWE? And then not only that, you get Rhea back in the main event scene.
What we talked about before, though, if Rhea wins, you run into the problem of you have to bury Jade. Like you would have to basically do to Jade what they let Jade do to Tiffany to make her look strong to begin with.
So
and then you've just wasted all that money that you put into her for the last year and a half, 2 years, because she ain't going to recover from that because she doesn't have the skill set to recover from that.
Yeah, I don't think you don't need to squash Jade at all. I think, and I'll only say that because, you know, the simple fact they invested a lot of time and money into her.
They have to pay off the character that she's been building up, because she's not good enough in the ring to actually make it be believable.
What if, let's say, Rhea wins not clean? You're still protecting Jade's
I mean,
character.
At that point, the only person, it would only make sense if it was Io Sky involved. And unless you're going to do a heel turn for Io Sky and Rhea, it wouldn't make any sense. Unless you had somebody come out for Jade, but Jade has no friends. Unless you were introducing somebody new to come in that would interfere. But like from a story perspective, it's a mess. It's not good at all.
Right. Well, I kind of think we don't use a lot of theories when it comes to Jade Cargill, right? Now, you just said she don't have a lot of friends, right? So let's say they bring Bianca back and Bianca is Team Jade. I mean, you know, she was, think about it. When Jade beat up Naomi, her and Bianca, they had a problem, but they had no rift. They had no beef.
Yeah, but do you really want one of your few people that you have in the women's division that can come back and be in the main event to just come out and interfere to screw her out of the title? Like,
yeah, but how many times we sit here and say that Bianca needs a character change? She needs to go heel, just refreshing her character.
All she needs to do is get rid of the stupid ponytail that she swings around. If she does that, she's set.
Oh no, that's trademark, man. Come on now. That's the only thing. It's
okay to trademark that if that was her real hair, but we all know it's not.
No. What I mean is that that's a trademark as far as that's her fans recognize her as, and plus that ponytail is like a weapon.
The Undertaker used to have a big fat tie on his chest too, and guess what? He got rid of that, and they still knew it was him.
Well, yeah, because the Undertaker character evolved over the year. That was old WWF days. This is WWE.
Old Undertaker used to have a bandana and have a really nasty, ugly looking red beard too. Guess what? He got rid of that.
Yeah.
She can get rid of the hair.
But we're talking about the Triple H era of the WWE. Ain't nothing gonna change yet.
You mean that how there's 4 matches on a 3-hour card and nobody's watching this.
Yeah. You know, I hear some people they want Tiffany to win, but the only problem
You
is
saw what
Tiffany been
Tiffany looked
gone.
like right now. You'd want her to win too. So if you saw what she looked like right now, you'd want her to win too.
Maybe, but I'm in the camp of she hasn't done it. She hasn't been around for 3 months, and it'd be kind of hard to put her in that spotlight of being the main event of WrestleMania where she's been gone.
Hear how the only person that gets more cheers than she does is Rhea, and I
Of
still
course.
don't understand that because Rhea hadn't done anything in the last year.
She sold a lot of merch.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She sold a lot of merch. I don't know why people are buying it. Like she hasn't done anything.
Well, it's want me? Do I got to
Besides
put it?
botching, like she's getting on Becky Lynch level botching.
Do I got to put in context to you of the IWC? Those young guys, that's their mommy. They had this weird fetish for Rhea Ripley.
I mean, don't get me wrong, she's gorgeous, but
and Liv Morgan.
Liv Morgan, and you can't just dispute that with anybody. Like she's like up there for basically anybody. I don't care if you're. I'm not even a Blondes fan, and yeah.
Oh man. So what are you expecting tonight out of Elimination Chamber? I mean, what do you expect to see to happen?
I expect it to be the quality of Gobbledygooker and 1990 with the terrible turkey is probably going to be Danhausen. And I don't think anybody's going to care. I think it's going to be a really bad look if he comes out of that crate. Because I was thinking about this yesterday. WWE doesn't have characters anymore.
No, they don't.
It's all personality.
Yes.
And Danhausen, unfortunately, is still playing a character. Don't get me wrong. I like Danhausen. I find him to be hilarious. Like, I don't know if you saw the skit he did at a convention with the APA recently, but it was hilarious. But pro wrestling nowadays, because of social media, it's hard to portray a character. Everybody is just a modified personality of themselves, and he's stuck playing a character, and it's not going to transition well.
Yeah.
The only thing that could really move the needle for them is if it was Jericho.
And that's the thing. Like, I think a lot of people are going to be I should say they're already disappointed because it's not Jericho.
Well, and we know that the AEW removed Danhausen off their roster page today. So you might as well just say it without saying it. And yeah, we know it's not Jericho. It's not Vince McMahon.
Oh God, no!
Like it's. I
don't know. If it was Vince McMahon, he might get some cheers.
Vince McMahon would get so cheered because we want Vince chants are still happening at Raw.
That's sad.
Well, that just tells you how good of a job Triple H is doing that they're chanting for that guy.
Yeah, that also tells you that the IWC community, they like bad guys. They like those perverted, sick freakos. I'm not trying to put down community, but I'm just saying, like, when you cheer for Vince McMahon, that's a different level of problem.
I mean, I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm not saying what he did was wrong for sure. I will say that. But I find it funny that Janelle Grant didn't say anything till the money stopped. Because when you look at the list of gifts that she was getting for those couple of years, she was getting a whole lot of money and didn't say anything until that NSD money stopped.
Of course.
Or NDA money stopped.
Of course, because he got caught and he was using company money and, certain things you can't do.
Well, 100%.
I don't know, man. I think it goes back to what we said about, or what we seen that interview with Chris Statlander did, is that a lot of wrestling nowadays is not developing characters no more. They're getting away from that.
No, it's
now you got to have personality. Now you gotta have that catchphrase.
I still say Tiffany needs to win because she's the only one that doesn't have a clear path right now.
Yeah, when I say stuff like, "Hey, I don't want Tiffany to win," it's not gonna go against Tiffany. I like Tiffany Stratton. I looked at a standpoint of I already seen that between her and Jade. I can't sit through that again.
That wasn't
And then
even a
on top of
match.
that,
That wasn't even a match. You can't say you don't want to sit through that again. That was a hey, she's hurt. Everybody knows she's hurt. Let Jade look strong because let's be honest, if she has to wrestle a match, we're all gonna fall asleep. Let her go out, pummel Tiffany, she'll get the belt, and then we'll just sit on her for 4 months because God knows she can't wrestle.
I mean, seeing her and Jade fight again, you might as well just give me Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair one more time. Definitely don't
That
want
would
to
be
see
a
that.
far better match. Like you're not.
I don't know, man. I
Here.
don't know because that match is on the same level. Her match and Jade Cargo, it was terrible.
It was better than the Jade match. The Jade match again, it served the purpose that it was. Tiffany's going to be out for a while, so go ahead and let Jade, trounce her so that she looks strong. That was it.
And plus, you okay over there? He got the star of the show.
I'm pulling double duty.
Like
Double duty. She wanted to say hi to everybody.
He got the original Double J in the house.
Yes. She wanted to watch some wrestling too, so I was like, she can come up with me. It's your first PLE.
Yeah. Vince Russo would be so proud. Man, I just feel that Jade needs she needs to fight different. It's time to get a different opponent. And let's see how she does against a Rhea Ripley or a Rhea Ripley. Let's see how she do against a Rhea. I think it'd be good for her. And then it also be good the fact that she'll fight someone credible. She won't be fighting the B-Chins of the world.
The problem is, Michin is perfectly credible. B-Fab is perfectly credible.
B-Fab.
WWE won't let them be credible. They use them as just enhancement talent, and that's their own fault.
Yeah, but
I'll tell you what, in a fight, B-Fab would whoop the shit out about every woman in the WWE. Like, she's got a legitimate background. What stink? Oh, she is angry.
Yeah, I'm just looking from the standpoint of, it's WrestleMania. They're going to want a money match. They're going to want to see their top women's superstar get back in the main event scene. And not only that, if you look at it from the standpoint of, let's say Rhea wins tonight, she goes on to WrestleMania, she wins that, she goes to SmackDown, that would do wonders for her career. Why my tag team partner over there doing double duty?
She's
I
got.
want to know what everybody else think. Who you think should win it? Who you think should fight Jade Cargo at WrestleMania? Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Kiana James. Who you got?
The problem is you let Tiffany get stomped by Jade. So there's no feasible way you could have Alexa Bliss wrestle Jade and actually wrestle a legitimate match. It wouldn't make sense. But again, it's WWE. Most of what they do doesn't make sense. Hey, guess what? Alexa Bliss isn't winning.
What you say?
I said Alexa Bliss isn't winning. She just got
She got
eliminated.
eliminated already, huh?
Yep, by Kiana James. Well, Asuka missed there, and Kiana James pinned her.
So, what did you think about Rhea and Io losing the tag team titles yesterday? Do you think that would free up Io to do some singles work?
I'm thinking it's freeing them up to have a match at WrestleMania.
Well, let's go with their logic, which sometimes it don't make sense.
Right.
If you can book Io in a WrestleMania match right now, other than Rhea, who would you do?
To wrestle Io?
Yes.
Julia.
If it's not Rhea, who?
There's no hesitation. It's Julia.
Would you take Julia?
Yes. Julia and Io. The baby does not agree with me. That's okay. I'm the resident expert here. No, Julia, Io, instantly. And next to that, I would say Chelsea Green.
You say who?
I would say if it wasn't Julia, Chelsea Green.
You know, I had this good conversation about Chelsea Green yesterday, and I'm in camp of I believe Chelsea Green within a year will be women's champion. What you think? And while my extremely tag team partner is doing double duty,
I'm back. No, they kind of have to at this point I mean, that Michael Hayes thing was just dumb. They basically have to give her a push after that, because if not, you've basically told every woman, don't bother coming here because we've pre-evaluated all of you and we've already determined what your ceiling is.
did you see his interview? He was on The Undertaker's podcast.
No, I haven't watched it.
You know, he said that he's a fan of Chelsea Green after The Undertaker was raving about her.
I believe it. He's trying to do damage control, but yeah, it ain't gonna work now because we already know what he said.
That's like I'm kind of wondering, do Michael Hayes stay in character? This is the Signature Finisher podcast. I'm Hills D. Oswald, along with Double J1 and Double J2. And Double J number 1 is the star of the show, as she blessed us with her appearance. And if you're wondering, yes, I am cooking right now. I am making some chicken fried rice. We're gonna have a nice dinner at home. And it's one of them days where it's my time to cook. So that's what I'm doing. But once I get done, I will be back on the main camera. Me and the wife gonna eat pretty good today. But that's what she demands. Ooh. So Alexa Bliss got eliminated.
All right.
So by Alexa Bliss being gone, that takes out that theory between her and Charlotte
I
breaking
mean,
up.
they can
But I
still
still
break them
think
up.
they're gonna
But
do it anyway.
I think somebody else got eliminated as I was walking the baby back down.
Uh,
I think it was Asuka, maybe.
Whoa, boy.
I will say Tiffany's the only one doing any high spots in this match. If it wasn't for her, this would be a very, very dull match.
You know, the women have been doing a lot of botches lately, which is uncharacteristic.
Well, it would be uncharacteristic if you're taking out Becky Lynch from the equation. If you add it in, then they're just on par for their average amount of botches. Which I would say Rhea Ripley's been the target of all that because all of her matches lately have been botch central. Yeah, Asuka definitely got eliminated. Yeah, I'm just trying to think in my head a way that Raquel Rodriguez versus Jade would be a good match. Oh, look at Rhea jumped off the top of one of the little things and did a cannonball.
Hey, what's the crowd? I know they're pumped.
It's
Chicago.
I mean, it might sound a little more deadened because I have both ear things on, but Tiffany just eliminated Raquel, so it's Rhea and Tiffany.
The last two?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So this match didn't go on nearly as long as I thought it would, unless they're going to have these two go for another 20 minutes, which I doubt.
You know, shout out to Damien because I seen him yesterday. He came back to work, and both of you guys became fathers around the same time.
Nice.
And his theory was that Raquel was going to win, and she was going to challenge Stephanie along with Liv just because Liv cost her match against Stephanie, and she just want to be part
Well, they
of it.
don't get to choose who they want to wrestle. You're automatically going against the other champion that didn't get picked.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, these have to be money matches. That's why Tiffany and Rhea were the only two real ones that were going to make any sense.
Yeah.
I love Alexa Bliss, but do you get excited when you hear Alexa Bliss versus Jade? No.
Yeah, nobody. That's
Asuka
like
Asuka
another.
Versus Jade? No.
Yeah, you remember they had that match between Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to make it believable because Nia was squashed her.
That's what I was saying earlier. Is you had Tiffany get absolutely stomped by Jade. You're not going to send Alexa Bliss in there and make it a wrestling match. No. Like she should absolutely get stomped by Jade, which isn't going to be a ticket mover.
Absolutely.
And that's why Tiffany does make sense because she can come back and say she's not banged up, she's not hurt. And basically whoever she wrestles is going to win because they have to take the title off of her.
Right. They do.
And I really hate the pre-shows. This was the first time like I had a pre-show on. And like I would pay attention to it for like 30, 40 seconds at a time. Cause like I said, I was up here trying to get everything resituated. And like they're like in the back when like Rhea was still putting her makeup and stuff on. And it's like, stop. It's like they're intentionally trying to de-illusion everybody of the magical parts of pro wrestling. I will say I haven't really seen any botches from Rhea so far.
Good.
And well, I take that back. I'm pretty sure, broke Tiffany Stratton's nose.
Uh-oh.
Because yeah, it's gushing pretty good. I said that, and then I was like, wait a minute, she did just drop her on her face.
Yeah, I think little mommy still might be rough around the edges. She must be having flashbacks.
She
She's
just
fighting
won.
down.
But I think they just changed the ending because you could see the ref talking to Tiffany. So
She's
I think
hurt.
they just changed the ending. And her nose is gushing pretty good. So they might have just changed the ending. But yeah,
We're up in here.
say what? No. Like, she's getting up there with Nia on the injury list as far as hurting people.
How bad is her? How bad is it?
They're not showing her anymore. They're showing replays.
You know, I'm starting to recognize that when a lot of the taller, bigger women, when they wrestle these smaller women, it's like a problem for them.
It's 100% a problem. And they would say, oh, well, it's just a size thing.
It says,
Undertaker used to wrestle Shawn Michaels all the time. Never had an issue. But I will say I think having Rhea win is kind of a desperation thing too. So
yeah,
whether they had her planned to win from the beginning or not, Triple H needs to be booking like his job depends on it at this point too. So
he'll come out. Sorry, just had a little cooking issue. I had to straighten out here, but it seems that Tiffany always getting hurt when she wrestlers, women wrestler that's bigger than she is.
well, that would be a them issue, not a her issue.
Jade really took her head off.
Well, Jade is also completely untrained. I don't care what anybody says. Like,
yeah, but she had an injured shoulder when she fought Jade last time, did she?
yeah, but that's not what was messed up on her afterwards.
Yeah. And not on this one.
LA Knight in another match for zero reason whatsoever.
All right. So it's safe to say right now that Rhea Ripley won the match.
Oh yeah, the match is over.
So all the mommy fans,
we still have to suffer through a Becky Lynch AJ Lee match.
won't be that bad guy. We already know they're not going to wrestle for too long.
It needs to be like a 2-minute and under match. Oh, Cody must have upped something new on his contract that he gets to promote Wheatley vodka on WWE.
You said 2-minute match between Becky and AJ?
Are you just now hearing that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm in a different area, man. I'm in a
Boy,
different area.
I guess I got to carry this thing now. So since he's
That's
on such a
funny.
big delay, commercials are fun, so that's a good time.
But I did hear you say LA Knight.
Oh yeah, that was a while ago too.
I didn't want to comment on that one. Just because it's LA Knight and everybody I have said, man, I keep saying this and I'm gonna continue to say it. As long as LA Knight, as long as people think he's a knockoff of The Rock and Stone Cold, you know, the guys that Triple H don't like, he is not going to get the put over that he deserves.
All he has to do is change his verbal delivery. Like
I know.
it was like 2 shows ago when I was talking about. All he has to do is just change that delivery, and he'd be all right because he's good in the ring. He's got witty mic skills without having to have a paid writer like The Rock. Just change the delivery. Like if he can't see that he sounds like The Rock when he's talking, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Kevin Nash made fun of him for it, months ago that they were going back and forth on stuff. But it's that critique I'll give him is correct. He does sound like The Rock.
Not everybody could say nursery rhymes and make it sound good. I'm just saying. I mean, look, as long as he sounds like The Rock, or Stone Cold Steve Austin, he is not going to get put over.
Well, and the problem is too is like he's too big of a name now in WWE to go through a character change. That's the worst part for him. If he was still like a mid-carder or something like that, he could go off TV for a while and come back as something different, or he could go down to NXT and reinvent himself or something. But he's too big of a name to be able to do that at this point.
Yeah.
Unless he goes like full heel or something like that. I think that's the only thing that would really help him at this point is if he just went full heel.
But see, that's the thing. Like, he was a heel, but then he got over and they made him a face. Instead of, okay, he's over, but what can we do to keep him as a heel? And I keep saying this, it seems like a lot of these guys who everyone thinks are faces really are heels and just cutting heel promos, but they just over.
Well, and that's the thing is WWE too. They don't want to let people go too far one way unless you're an established person like Cody. They want everybody in that middle ground without having to commit one way or another. I mean, look at, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. They wanted to keep them out of the Royal Rumble because, we're afraid they're going to get cheered when they should be getting booed. And it's like, that's your own fault.
Yeah.
For the way you told the story. You guys caused that.
Yeah.
So I don't get how somebody that claims to be so involved in storytelling and was a wrestler for so long has so little concept of how to tell a story. Well, Bianca's finger surgery ain't keeping her from doing Slim Jim commercials.
Right. Well, I guess we can say Vince didn't teach him that one. Hey man, she was doing those commercials before she got hurt.
I know she was, but this is a new one because even Big E's in this one.
Just so everybody know, when Bianca Belair come back, the Street Profits will be back as well. Just know that.
What I feel with Bianca's finger surgery, that she waited this long to have finger surgery, reminds me of, I don't know if you saw, being where you're at in the country, the Dallas Mavericks game a couple days ago. when what's his face from the Jazz blew by Anthony Davis, and then he started like clutching his finger like he was dying.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. You're getting paid $59 million. The worst part of this, you're getting paid $59 million to play basketball. The worst thing you should worry about is a sprained wrist or a sprained ankle. Jack Hughes got smacked in the mouth with a hockey stick, stayed in the game, and scored a game winner in a different sport, and you want to complain that you hurt your pinky nail. Not your finger, your nail, and you're going to be out for the season. Because you hurt your nail.
It goes to show you hockey players are tough. And some NBA players of today is soft.
All of the players of today are soft.
No, Jamie. No, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Okay, all the stars of today are soft.
No, can't say that either.
Who?
Because I don't consider the Joker soft.
It's not that he's a tough guy. It's that his brothers are mobbed up in the Russian mob. So
that's good enough for me.
I wouldn't even say that he's.
That's good enough for me.
That's more about the brothers, but okay, maybe I'll concede you the Joker. Because yeah, I think he would be probably like the one guy. Like those looks that he was giving, I'm like, this dude will straight kill you if he needs to right now.
Yeah. Or even better, who give me another player. James Jones. No, James Jackson. No, James Jones. James Jones. I think he's still in the league. He's a tough guy.
I was saying stars. Jack Hughes is a bona fide star.
LeBron
and don't
James
try and come at me with Ant-Man or something.
LeBron James is a tough guy. Come on now.
I will buy a ticket and fly down there and slap you right now. You should know better.
Oh, come on. You don't think LeBron is tough?
LeBron is the biggest joke in the history of the NBA. I could do a whole show on just that alone. I could go through and just review his flops of the last year. He is the definition of the softest player. You're 6'8", 250 pounds, and you claim to be this monster, and yet you fall on the ground, you flop around like you're dying when people don't even touch you.
Hey, that's how it is now these days, man.
But I guess when it comes down to Smith,
huh?
I'm not a fan of Stephen A. Smith. Like if he's on, I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But it's not like I watch First Take to watch Stephen A. Smith. But if he's roasting LeBron, I will gladly sit there and listen to every word because it's hilarious. Because he will at least tell the truth. He's a joke.
Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James are well-known enemies.
I know. Because he does call him out on his shit.
Well, it goes deeper in that.
It definitely does, but he will call LeBron out on his shit.
Yeah. So for me, since I know they're enemies, I don't take that as I mean, that's Stephen A. Smith. But
Stephen A. Smith just brings up like historical fact.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine.
There is some truth to that a lot of the NBA players today, a lot of the stars, they, lean on the soft side because they don't want to play hurt. They don't want to play injured.
You have multiple guys that are supposed to be in the MVP conversation that might not even qualify to meet the minimum amount of games played. Luka is in danger of missing it strictly because he won't play enough games.
Well,
Cade is fine, and Jaylen Brown is fine. The rest of them very well could miss the minimum amount of games played to even be in the race.
I tell you this. A lot of today's athletes are not built like the athletes of the years. Even in wrestling, okay? I mean, even in wrestling.
Oh, hell no. These guys today, they wouldn't deal with the guys from the 80s at all.
No.
The 70s and 80s, not at all.
No. Even in wrestling, you have a lot of guys who probably won't finish a match hurt or injured. Some of them will. Others probably won't. But also,
I mean, I have to question Bronson Reed. Like, because he took himself out of that match like immediately. Like, I get it, he was scheduled to win, which there's no way he would have been able to participate in the Elimination Chamber, but like, he rolled his ass out of the ring real fast.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody wrestled with a torn pec. Like, I won't question Cody's toughness. Like, the dude's legitimately tough. As somebody that has torn their pec, it is excruciating. So for him to actually wrestle a match, and he's one of the guys that I won't question.
You know, I was here thinking that if Bronson Reed,
don't set your beard on fire.
If Bronson Reed was in this match and he put on a good showing, I'm kind of wondering would they pull the trigger of making him the winning.
I had high hopes that's all. I mean, we talked about it on one of the shows recently. I'm like, if he can have a good showing while Braun Breaker's gone, this could be his opportunity. But now he's going to be out for who knows how long. So, I mean, maybe Austin Theory is going to luck out, or I still don't think they're going to pull it on Logan Paul yet. But this could be a chance for Austin Theory.
Oh, by the way, you got to give yourself a lot of credit because, again, you call that. When Braun Breaker went down, you can tell they were actually trying to make Bronson Reed that next guy, the superstar.
Well, the problem, I don't want to say the problem, but the way they built it, their entire storyline of Raw is built around the Vision. So if you don't have a guy from the Vision in the main event storyline picture, it doesn't make a lot of sense. So that's why I'm like, if he can have a good showing for a couple months, Survivor Series might be a real conversation that he's wrestling for the title. But now he's going to be out 6-9 months, maybe longer.
I just feel bad for him, man. He had his surgery. Looking for him to come back when he's healthy. But man, it just
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if he came back looking like Rusev.
I won't be surprised if he comes back, he still get the same push.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the same push. He's legitimately talented, but I'm saying I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back looking like a nowadays Rusev. Sheds a bunch of that weight and just gets jacked.
Yeah.
Because again, carrying around that much weight trying to do what he's doing, like, you've already shattered your ankle. So you've already going to have stability issues from that alone. Now you've got, did he just tear his pec or did he actually screw up his shoulder? Because at first they were saying it was a torn pec. But then I heard he had shoulder surgery.
Yeah. How long is he out for? Is he out the rest of the year?
I just saw that he had surgery either yesterday or today. Like, I saw, like, they were
doing
after surgery pictures.
Yeah, he said tomorrow I'll start rehabbing, be it day one. So
let's see how long.
I'm anticipating he'll be back by the Royal Rumble.
Depends on what issue he actually had. Because I don't know if it's torn pec or his shoulder. Because I saw both. 4 to 6 months. Potentially up to 8 months. Yeah, he tore his bicep. So he didn't tear his pec, he tore his bicep.
All right, so we're going to counter April, May, June, July, August, September. The earliest is September. And the latest December.
I mean, if he came back with like some Rusev stuff where he just sheds that weight and gets jacked, that would go a long way because, you know, Triple H is just like Vince McMahon. He's a size king. And the advantage Bronson Reed has is he's actually got a little bit of height to him where Rusev doesn't. Rusev's like as tall as I am.
Yeah. Again, welcome to the Signature Finisher Podcast. I'm your host, DS Wall. And that's Double J number 2. And we had to join our watch party, Elimination Chamber, and talking wrestling at the same time. I would love to see Russo get a push. Whatever they figured out what they're going to do with him.
It comes down to, like we talked about it before, there's too much talent signed to WWE right now. There's too many guys and not enough to go around. Which, again, makes, I say that, and then we're looking at a PLE happening that has 4 matches on it.
Yeah.
Like, there's too much talent, not enough to go around, but yet we're watching a PLE with 4 matches. And one of them is the geriatric women of the WWE wrestling for a title that neither one of them deserves to have. And it is a dull match so far. I'm also trying to figure out why Becky Lynch is wrestling with like a motorcycle jacket on.
She's a biker now, man. You didn't know that?
But it just looks stupid. It looks like she didn't get a chance to take the rest of her like entrance attire off. Like AJ looks like AJ Lee, you know, she's got the pink and black tank top and shorts and stuff on, but yeah, it looks like Becky just never finished taking her entrance gear off. Why would you want to wrestle in long sleeves?
It's cool.
Oh, might as well just go sit in a sauna. I used to love Becky Lynch too. That's the part that irritates me. Like, I used to be like her biggest fan. And now I just can't stand to watch her wrestle at all.
Man, you described in many ways to not be a fan of Becky Lynch, starting Double J.
I mean, it is what it is. So far, she's actually wrestled a pretty decent match, but this has been a very, very dull affair to begin with. A lot of slow holds. Like, I don't know if they were sending AJ Lee down to the Performance Center to get back into it or whatnot, but like, this is watching like early 90s. Okay, we're going to put you in a sleeper hold. We're going to talk through the next 5 minutes of the match.
I think AJ Lee is one of the best women to cut a promo in the WWE right now. One of them.
I think it's because she gets the same treatment CM Punk does. They don't make him go off a script. Hit these bullet points and say whatever you want in between, where other people, as we all know, basically get fed a script and say, you have to say this, which then sets people up to be made to look stupid. Oh, this guy can get all this shots in, but this guy can't say anything back. Like, that's why everybody was so interested in the CM Punk Roman Reigns promo, because CM Punk can actually talk and he doesn't get the script treatment. Roman, I'm pretty sure, probably still got the bullet points of make sure you hit on this, and hit on this, but he held his own for once.
He did. I think,
but again, CM Punk is also not John Cena either.
I think CM Punk is going to help. It's going to elevate Roman Reigns' promo because he's going to take it to a different level.
No, if there was ever a time for WWE to say that they need Jericho, it's now. Because if there's one person that's still technically active that could run CM Punk out of the building in a promo, it's The Rock and it's Jericho.
Hey.
And nobody wants to see The Rock do it. So that leaves Jericho.
The Miz cut good promos. He's just not the top superstar.
I think Triple H just has to hate him. Like, on some just unbearable level, just hates the Miz.
I remember back in the day where if you cut a good promo and even if you were just decent in the ring, you're a champion.
Yeah, because that's what sells merch. Like, there's very few guys that sell merch based on how good they are in the ring. The only person, and I'm not doing a deep think on it, but the only person that comes to mind that sold merch based off of doing stuff in the ring compared to not being able to talk is Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
And Jeff Hardy, let's be honest, didn't really do anything special. Like the Swanton Bomb is his most innovative move, and basically everybody does that now. So, but the dude can't talk to save his life. Matt's a better talker than he is.
It just amazes me that a lot of these guys don't take acting classes.
And that's kind of what irritates me is like, how serious do you want to be about this? And that's kind of where I have an issue with the whole, oh, we're going to, Michigan University and we're holding open tryouts for these guys and we just want to see their top 100 athletes and whatever. Like, you either have a love for doing it or not. Somebody like Trick Williams, for instance, if you develop a love for this and you fully embrace it, by all means, go at it. You might not realize that you love pro wrestling until you get into it. Trick Williams, by all means, dude's a monster and he's going to be huge for years to come. But some of these guys, like, they're not going to put in the work to get better. They've hit a certain level, they're happy with it, and that's it. But like the NFL back in the day, those guys, the wide receivers used to take ballet classes to work on their foot agility and things like that. Like, these guys don't do that now. And especially because nowadays they're making more money than ever and they have guaranteed contracts.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of easy for professional wrestlers to be involved in acting because one, it's script. You have the look.
Well, I mean, if you're half decent, you should be able to transition pretty similar or pretty easily because you're already an actor, you're already a stunt man. You basically should already know how to monologue because you have to cut promos. Like, you have everything there.
Yeah. I mean, look, The Rock and John Cena are not good actors, but they're do good enough to land some big roles.
They started off doing what they knew that they could do well, and they both started off doing guy testosterone action movies like The Rock, the Scorpion King. That was a bunch of CGI. Who cares? But then he did the actual Scorpion King because he was in The Mummy 3 as the Scorpion King. Then he got his own movie. That movie sucked. But then he did like Walking Tall and stuff like that, like just old school beat 'em up guy movies. Then he did that Devil Disney contract and did all those terrible movies for Disney that everybody forgets about. But through that, built his name up because the one benefit is if you're going and doing Disney movies, parents are getting to know who you are, kids are getting to know who you are if they didn't already. And then as you start doing more movies later, now you have an established fan base that's going to go see your stuff, which The Rock already had a fan base, which made it just that much easier.
Yeah. But there's also that crossover appeal.
Yeah. And not all the guys have it. Like The Miz tried it, didn't work. Randy Orton, I think, did like the Marine 77 edition or something like that. It didn't work. Some guys have it, some guys don't.
Yeah.
Speaking of Randy Orton, I was reading an interview. Apparently he was giving advice to Javon Evans, telling Javon Evans to not do all the stuff that he's doing now so that he can have a long career. Made me think about it, and I'm like, I've never been a big Randy Orton fan. I was a John Cena fan and an Edge fan. So if
you've never been a big Randy Orton fan?
No. He's been like super blah to me. Like, to me, he's always been one of the super overhyped guys. From the mic, he's in the ring, he's solid, but he's never done anything spectacular. And nowadays, when you've got two people that do your move better than you, it's about time that you retire. It's getting down to that point but basically he was giving Javon Evans advice to stop doing all the top rope stuff and all the high impact stuff that he does so he can have a long career. While I don't disagree with that, while he's young and has an opportunity to build a fan base up to do that, is the time to do that as you get older. It's like a basketball player. Look at Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade would basically crash out on every dunk that he had until his body couldn't take it anymore. And then what did he do? He learned to develop a jump shot. Vince Carter, same thing. Vince Carter couldn't jump the same way anymore. What did he do? Developed probably the best mid-range jump shot in the NBA at the time. Look at Kofi Kingston. Kofi can't really do all that same stuff that he was doing before. So he backs it off a little bit. But I was thinking about Randy Orton. I'm like, what has Randy Orton ever really done? Like, he's got punches. He's got a wicked power slam. I'll give him that. I do like his power slam. The RKO is a terrible move.
It's another version of the Diamond Cutter.
Don't even insult the Diamond Cutter. The Diamond Cutter is infinitely better than the RKO.
Oh, 100%
DDP
agree.
is just way too humble to take credit for being better at it than Randy Orton is.
No,
but
you just got guys like you and me always telling everybody to know the Diamond Cutter is better than RKO.
The Diamond Cutter is infinitely better. I can give everybody just one example to show how much better it is than any RKO that Randy Orton's ever done. DDP versus Eddie Guerrero. Period. Go on YouTube. DDP versus Eddie Guerrero. Diamond Cutter. All you need to know. A power bomb into a Diamond Cutter. Enough said. Big Show, the Giant versus DDP. Chokeslam into a Diamond Cutter. Better than anything Randy Orton's ever done. When everybody talks about the RKO with Randy Orton, they always go to one RKO. And it's the Evan Bourne one where Evan Bourne basically had to do a flying headbutt so that he could catch him and just drop him. I mean, you've got Ruka does a better version of your move.
That was sweet, though. I'm not going to say
Soul Snatcher is infinitely better than an RKO. And then you've got, who is it? Carmelo Hayes?
Who?
Carmelo Hayes?
What? The Diamond Cutter or the RKO?
The RKO.
Did he take one? Right?
No, Carmelo Hayes does one. Because Sol Ruka does the Soul Snatcher, and then is it Carmelo Hayes or why am I thinking Trick Williams?
I don't think Carmelo. I think Carmelo has something different.
Isn't the first 48 supposed to be a diamond or a RKO?
Yeah, he does the first 48.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a different name, but it's the same move.
Different name. No, I mean, I got to look it up.
Or no, sorry. It's not Carmelo Hayes. It's Javon Evans.
Yeah,
Javon Evans does the RKO.
Yeah, off the top rope.
Like, you've got two people that do your move better than you. And shocker, AJ Lee has the Intercontinental Championship. Maxine Dupree, who you were actually given a little bit of a push, had to derail her to get into a story with Natalya that's going to go absolutely nowhere to make room for AJ Lee to get a title that she didn't need. God, I can't stand AJ Lee. I didn't even like her when she was an active wrestler.
I don't think AJ Lee, congratulations to her. I don't see her holding the title longer. I didn't expect her to win today. I was picking Becky.
Well, it's one of those things, like, this is the most predictable PLE because, again, Triple H has to book this like his life depends on it. Like, if he has a WrestleMania like he had last year, there's a high likelihood he'll get fired. Because last year's WrestleMania sucked. But if AJ Lee went into this match and lost, there's not a whole lot of reason to run it back at WrestleMania.
So
like, since
AJ Lee now is the champion, you think they're gonna run it back between her and Becky, or they'll get rid of her?
They're gonna string this along as they possibly can. You gave somebody that didn't need the title a title for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
The WWE, they have to They gotta have AJ fight some of these younger girls. Get away from Becky. Nobody wants to see her Becky no more.
Well, that's the problem. He has to book all top tier matches to keep his job. And until you develop that talent, which they're very resistant to do, again, why hasn't Penta won a title? Penta is one of your hottest people out there, period. Penta still doesn't have a title.
Don't get me started because I don't like the way they use Ray Phoenix.
I hadn't even got to Ray Phoenix. That was going to be my next thing. How do you have both the Lucha Bros wrestling for you and you don't even have them getting in tag matches together once in a while? There's no reason they shouldn't have the tag titles.
You know, the insult to that whole thing is that Ray Phoenix, just a couple years ago, was the best Mexican luchador, whatever you want to call it, wrestler. He was like in the top 5. Dude, before AEW bought Triple A, dude was Triple A World Mega Champion.
Remember how I was saying that we need to have a light heavyweight title?
Yeah.
You know how many quality matches you'd have? You'd have Penta, you'd have Ray Phoenix, you'd have Dragon Lee. That's just 3 people. You could watch those 3 wrestle all day long. That's not even getting into the rest of the roster. The Javon Evans, the Carmelo Hayeses, the people like that could all be in that mix.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just, no, we'll throw you guys in like mixed tag matches and 3v3s. And I feel like Ricochet. WWE is killing my love of wrestling all over again.
I think shout out to Ricochet, man, because he's been on social media. He's been flaming everybody. I'm not mad at him. I'm here for the smoke. Keep flaming.
I mean, he clarified some of his statements because I guess people were saying that he hated his entire time in WWE and he had to come out and say, like, no, I didn't say that. I have a lot of friends that I still talk to on a daily basis from there, but I can understand it. I mean, look at how AEW does things now, how NWA does things, how MLW does things, like all these different companies. It's much more relaxed. WWE, it's 5 days a week. You're on constantly. And, you know, if you don't, you've got Triple H, prospective talent that you might bring on. Oh, he didn't want to grind. He didn't want to work hard when it comes to like Will Ospreay. Try to downplay why you didn't sign him. No. If you break down how much travel, how much BS is involved in working for the WWE compared to going somewhere like AEW, makes a whole lot of sense.
It does.
That, and I would say, just based on what you see between the two companies, you do get a lot more freedom with AEW.
Yeah. We'll talk about AEW another day because I did say something yesterday about AEW, and I don't want to say it on the WWE pay-per-view because I don't want to start an uproar. But let's just say it wasn't nothing bad at all. It was more of a public service.
They've got their highlights. I would say right now, not by much, but they're a better company than WWE is right now as far as the content they're putting out. Their only weak link right now is the women's wrestling over there.
I was kind of hinting at that point, but I'll wait.
I mean, it's going to be an interesting time because there's going to be some contracts coming up in the next year. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was quite a few people that jumped ship and left. Because again, there's too many people signed.
In this case, retire.
Yeah. Because, I mean, realistically, Lesnar can't be around too much longer. Orton's not going to be around too much longer. AJ's already done. Cena's already done. Like, you're losing a couple of your big hitters.
So I'm hearing things like everybody still thinks that once AJ deal comes over to WWE, which would be probably in a year, between 1 and 3 years, they still think he's going to come back to wrestle. for a different company.
I mean, he's been pretty clear that if his kid gets signed somewhere, he's going to go there and wrestle on a tag team with his kid. But
yeah, I can see him coming back and being, team with his son for a match or two.
I could see WWE is going to sign his kid just to get AJ to come back because it would sell tickets.
That's why John Cena said he ain't never coming back. He never strapping on the boots again.
Well, he also doesn't have any kids to worry about getting into the business either that he'd have to follow around.
Even if he did, I don't think it would have mattered.
I don't think so either, but I'm just saying that it just takes that whole part of the equation out of it. Because WWE would sign AJ's kid could be the David Flair of the WWE, and they would sign him just to get AJ to come back. AJ's one that I wish he wouldn't have spent so much time in TNA. Because if he would have went to WWE a lot earlier, we'd be talking about him in the way that we talk about John Cena. Because was he better on the mic than Cena? No. Was he better in the ring than Cena?
Yes.
100%. But AJ was good enough on the mic alone that you wouldn't be able to hold that against him. It's not like he was terrible. And his ring work alone was far superior. You could be talking about him. And I still say, if you're talking about best wrestlers, period, AJ's in the top 5.
I would love to see AJ versus Bret Hart if they were ever back in. If I had one fantasy match, AJ versus Bret Hart would have been great for me.
AJ would have been great versus Bret Hart. I still think Bryan Danielson versus Bret Hart would be a superior match. But both matches would be good.
That would be
AJ. See, I would, if I had to do it, I would do AJ versus Shawn Michaels and Bryan Danielson versus Bret Hart. That would be the ideal setup for me. I would flip flop them too if I had to, but if you ask me how I'd do it on the same card, Hart and Danielson, AJ and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted, I had thought about, maybe Kenny Omega versus AJ, but to me, we kind of really seen that in a way where AJ was leaving New Japan, coming to WWE, Kenny Omega attacked him from behind. But I understand right come from. We didn't get a true match. And I think it would have been a great match if it would have happened that time. Now, I don't want to see it.
This is the one saving grace of this PLE. If they would throw a monkey wrench in and have Finn Balor win this match, that would be the saving grace of this whole thing. Balor wins this match, turn WrestleMania into a triple threat, have Finn come out in the demon persona, and still win that match too. That would be ideal.
Are you trying to talk that into existence?
I'm trying to speak it into existence because we all know Roman will win and then he'll disappear for 6 months. And we'll be talking about another champion that's had a belt for 200 days without wrestling a match.
If that's the case, then I would want Finn Balor to win the championship.
If Balor wins this match, which we know he won't, but if Balor wins this match, that would sell tickets. I guarantee you tickets would sell tonight for WrestleMania.
And I almost guarantee you Dominic Mysterio would not be happy with that.
Like, I don't know what more you need Finn Balor to do. Like, CM Punk is a snooze fest. And he's boring in the ring. He doesn't have anywhere near what he used to have.
PG Punk.
I'm still convinced that a lot of that cheering for CM Punk is just pumped in crowd noise. Now, tonight it won't be because they're in Chicago. But I'm still convinced that most of his crowd noise is piped in. Oh, they have him coming out to the Chicago Bulls theme, too.
Well, they are at the United Center. And, you know, just like my
he's
house.
getting the Goldberg entrance. See, he's walking all the way from the locker room.
Oh, you know, dinner ready. And homage to shout out to Goldberg, doing the homage to Goldberg.
They just showed all the people he walked by. Not one of them looked enthused. Yeah, if you're gonna do this, the people have to like look invested that you're walking by them. Okay, at least Goldberg made a direct path to the ring. They've already announced his name, and he's just standing in the back behind the curtain. Like, this is dumb.
Taking it all in. And while he's doing that, I'm going to hop on the main computer. I'm going to turn it on.
You're going to watch this thing so I don't have to relay what's happening to you?
That's right. I'm going to turn it on. Hop on. So give me a second.
I mean, if we weren't going to have copyright issues, I'd have just turned the TV on. Well, I mean, actually, if I like hold my arm the right way, you can see it on the TV behind me. But...
Right. I can see some right behind me. So make sure everybody that's seeing you five, y'all better stay on. Be right back.
All right, let's see what everybody has to say. Who's winning this match? I'm saying CM Punk just because they basically have to, but it would do the WWE a lot of good if Finn Balor won. Is that a little yachty? I think that was a little yachty. Still can't stand him. Hasn't gotten any better over the years. Also, why is he a fan of the Thing? Never understood that either. Like, who's a fan of the Fantastic Four?
There's nothing wrong with the Fantastic Four.
Snooze fest, first off. And the Thing is Garbo. Hulk over the Thing any day of the week. The best thing about the Fantastic Four is the Invisible Woman.
Man, you know, I got this playback that's going on right now. It's like it's like I heard you like twice and you haven't spoken.
Well, don't worry, you're not missing much. He just now got to the ringside. But no, I really feel it would do the WWE a lot of good. Because again, we all know they're so predictable with everything they do. Throw a monkey wrench into it. Have Finn Balor win. It's going to sell tickets tonight. I guarantee you if Finn Balor wins, it will sell tickets tonight.
Yeah. They don't. I just think they are scared to take certain risks. They want to play it. They're not even playing it safe. I can't even call it. You can't call it playing.
It's not safe. It's here's the script. This is exactly what we're going to do, word for word. No deviations unless we're forced to by injury.
That's like that. I found that kind of funny how they said, "Oh, they had to convince Triple H to lose. They had to convince Triple H to put McIntyre over Cody." I'm like, you had to convince him.
Yeah, and did you read that Cody's the one that had to convince him?
Yeah, I'm like,
it took Cody having to go to him, and Cody was doing it since September of last year. That Drew needed to win. Like, the dude has no balls whatsoever. And I'm not a fan of Mark Nash at all. Alicia Taylor's better than Mark Nash. And Alicia Taylor just pales in comparison to Samantha Irvin.
And who is your favorite referee?
Dude, Finn Balor's looking like extra jacked compared to normal.
And who's your favorite referee?
Oh, God. What's her name? Fuck, I'm drawing a blank on her name. I keep wanting to say Daphne, and I know it's not.
Wow.
What is her name? We just talked about her a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it is Daphne. I was right. Daphne LaShawn.
Representing the Judgment Day.
Yeah, Daphne LaShawn all day.
Well, at least I know. Who's your favorite referee, announcer, wrestler?
Did you just see that cry in the crowd that was wearing like a giant Gonzalez bodysuit shirt?
Yes, I did. Shout out to the giant Gonzalez.
I think he died a while ago. Pretty sure he did.
The one giant who did not get a push.
Oh, he was terrible, dude. Even when he went to WCW after WWE, he was still terrible.
And he lost to The Undertaker.
Speaking of giants, where's Omos? Still no Omos.
He's back.
I mean, he's in AAA doing his thing, but still.
Hey man, in this era, Triple H only pushes guys around his height or smaller. He doesn't push tall people. He don't know how to use them. Don't know how to write stories.
Vince McMahon had that same thing, and what happened? Your company almost died until you put the title on a guy that was 6'1".
Sorry, guys, I have my so this is chicken fried rice I made. But they like bodybuilders though.
Yeah, I know they do, but that doesn't mean it's always the way to go. You know what Carmelo Hayes could be doing with the title right now?
Great things.
And I'm not talking the U.S. title that, you know, hey, let's not give one of our belt holders an actual storyline. Let's just have him do an open challenge every week. And Matt Cardona just wiping WWE's ass all over again.
They didn't want Matt Cardona. They just want his popularity. They want his fans. That's all.
Oh, 100%. But it's just like, obviously I'm not in the dude's head, but like, did you just want to wrestle and travel with your wife that bad? Like, you were making a killing on the independent scene, and you were getting like respect from everywhere, and you're not even enhancement talent.
No. And that's where I say, and don't take this the wrong way, anybody who love their spouse. I probably wouldn't do it.
Because I wouldn't either, but I mean, that's why I'm like, I'm not in the dude's head, but like, what was your logic for wanting to go back to WWE? Did you really think they're going to do anything with you? They didn't do anything with you the first time.
I guaranteed you, they were probably thinking that they're going to keep this guy as Zack Ryder, just going back to use his real name, and just keep him where it's saying, you know, we'll give him some big matches here and there, keep his mouth wet, keep him happy, and that's it.
I wouldn't have had a problem with him winning the U.S. title. Give him something to work with and let Carmelo move on to bigger and better. Like the one thing, and I don't want to give WWE credit, but I don't want to take the credit away from them because they haven't managed to screw up things with him and Ilya yet. Like I said on a show that we did a while ago, this needs to be one of those very long brewing, basically the course of their career in WWE, that they run in collision course every once in a while, have an absolute banger of a match, go their separate ways. Come back together, have an absolute banger, and it needs to be kind of like not on the level of Randy Orton and John Cena, because that was out of necessity that those guys were clashing every month. But like every once in a while, these two get together and just have an absolute knockout match. Mm-hmm. And then they're back off doing their own things, stories, whatever, come back together, have a banger of a match. And they've already done that a couple times. And it's working. They just need to not screw it up.
Yeah. You know, I feel about
Finn needs to win another title.
Yeah, he does. You know, I feel about Dragunov. I felt that he was on the same trajectory as Gunther until he got injured
by Gunther.
And yeah, and it was no doubt in my mind that if he would never got hurt, he would have been champion by now.
Oh, absolutely. The dude's a monster.
And I believe that once you elevate Carmelo to the main event scene, Dragunov should need to be there as well. If we're gonna sit here talking about you need to build young stars, and we keep forgetting about Dragunov because
I don't forget about Dragunov because he's like my favorite male wrestler going right now.
Well, no, I'm not saying you. I'm saying a lot of us, most people in the community, we forget about him because he's on SmackDown. He's not really doing anything. Well, we also got to keep in mind that this guy, before even Braun Breaker came to the picture, wasn't that's big thing as far as it's one of the top young talent. This guy's a future champion. He got hurt. Braun risen. Now Braun hurt.
Difference is Ilya got hurt because of Gunther. Braun Breaker got hurt because he's dumb.
Hey, and that's the one thing I can say what I hate about the WWE is that Dragunov never got back from Gunther. It's kind of like Gunther benefit from Dragunov being hurt. He did actually.
Well, not to mention because it was during the Clash at the Castle tour, so it was basically a house show that he got hurt at. Nobody got to even know. It was just weeks later. Oh yeah, Ilya Dragunov will be back in like 9 months, and it was closer to a year.
He's the one guy to me where he might be small in status, but that's the guy I want to see Gunther fight because
I don't even think Ilya is that small. Let me see.
I'm talking about height wise.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's that small.
Well, Carmelo,
dude's jacked. When he like flexes,
yeah, he's jacked.
Jacked.
I mean, well, Carmelo's what 5'11", 6 feet tall.
Same height. He's right around 6 feet.
Yeah, Dragunov close to that.
Yeah, he's 5'10", so he's barely taller than I am. Like
he's the one guy.
He's a shade taller than Rusev.
He's the one guy, kind of like AJ Styles. That's
Carmelo's 5'10" too. They're both 5'10".
Right. So he's one of the few guys, exception to the rule, where this guy is so popular. He's so good in the ring. He's good on the mic. Where they need to put the title on him ASAP. That's all I was trying to say.
And again, if you want to be a size queen like Vince McMahon, bring out a light heavyweight title and give these guys something of meaning to go for. Because again, if you know deep down, if you want to Michael Hayes it and basically say, I'm not going to make you champion unless you're 6'4" and 245 pounds plus, Okay, well, you just alienated a bunch of people on your roster. Open up a title that would make them the main event level at their size. TNA figured it out. TNA figured it out right off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
Because guess what? Nobody wants to see Rey Mysterio versus the Big Show because it doesn't make sense. So they had the X Division. And at first, the X Division was just light guys. Then somehow Samoa Joe got involved and it all changed. And then it evolved from there to just, it's another title. But there's no reason they can't have a light heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Your best matches basically would be for that title because look at the talent that would fall into that pool. Do it like you did before. Everybody 225 and under. And back then you had Crash Holly as a champion.
You did. That's why I miss by WCW is that they had a cruiserweight division and they used the television champion, something like the light heavyweight title, where whoever had that title always not only they put on good matches, but they always defended that title.
AOL is the reason WCW died. That whole merger, AOL didn't want to have anything to do with it. But I think a lot of that had to do with the bullshit that basically happened within the company in the year preceding that. The terrible booking, the terrible ratings, and what was the terrible ratings from? The terrible booking, the terrible stories, the terrible everything. A lot of people would flat out blame Vince Russo. Vince Russo might have been part of it, but you also have to remember who was there. You had Kevin Nash, creative control. Scott Hall, creative control. Hulk Hogan, creative control. Can't do a whole lot when you have people basically inserting themselves or taking themselves out of certain scenarios. So I don't want to blame Vince Russo for it. The David Arquette championship, 100%, like, that's on you, bud. That was terrible.
That was awful.
But yeah, that was absolutely terrible. But I mean, even Bischoff before that, Bischoff screwed up a lot of stuff too. I mean, the whole creative control thing was his fault to begin with.
Yeah, everything falls on his desk.
But like, WCW was doing a lot of things right. Like, they had the far superior wrestlers. But again, it's entertainment. And that's where Vince got out of his own way and let those guys start just being what they wanted to be. And that's when you got Stone Cold Steve Austin and DX and The Rock and all those guys that were actually doing something.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, ECW, same thing. If ECW just would have had some money and gotten a proper TV deal that wasn't on like TNN at 11 o'clock at night for the year or two, they would still be around 100%. Because the great thing about ECW, they had everything. They had everything even over WCW. WCW had the biggest variety of types of wrestling because they were very big into the lucha scene. But where did they get that lucha scene from? They took all those guys from ECW. They took the Eddie Guerreros, the Rey Mysterios. They took those guys from ECW.
Mm-hmm.
ECW had the technical wrestlers. They had the Jerry Lynn's, the Lance Storms. They had the luchas. They had the hardcore matches because every match was basically a hardcore match. But those guys could also go. Masato Tanaka, Mike Awesome, before he got the WCW, was actually great. WCW killed him into some 70s boy band type thing hippie thing that he was doing. Caused him to kill himself. But, like, ECW was great.
But you know the bad thing about that? If ECW was around, the WWE would never got Paul Heyman.
No.
That'd have been good for me.
That would have been great for me because Roman Reigns never would have been a thing.
He would have been a thing. Just wouldn't be with him. Sure he would.
Who else would you have gotten to be a mouthpiece the quality of Paul Heyman? Again, the only reason he's over is because of Paul Heyman.
No. What I said is Roman, when I meant that Roman would be around still.
Oh, yeah, he'd be around, but I wouldn't have to suffer through him being on WrestleMania main events.
Now for a mouthpiece, I don't know. That I don't, because if you look at it, the WWE really don't give guys mouthpieces. Like
Yeah,
Brock
and then you wonder
Lesnar,
why so many of these guys fail.
yeah. And you sit here and say that Brock Lesnar would probably be in ECW because he was a Paul Heyman client.
Mm-hmm.
Paul Heyman kind of came around the same time. So, but
I
I
don't
don't
know if
think
Paul Heyman, or I don't know if Brock would have ever been an ECW guy, because he doesn't like all the weapons and all the extra hits and shit like that. I don't think he would have dealt with that.
no, but he likes money.
He does like money, but I mean, depends on who would be doing the backing of ECW to have that kind of money to draw his attention. But it's just weird to think if ECW could have stayed in business at least until like the 2010s, how different things would be.
When did the WWE buy ECW?
2001. They got ECW and WCW in 2001.
I'm still thinking, man, that was a bad business move to shut both of them down. But man, you know what? I'm trying to think of who would be a good manager of Brock Lesnar if it wasn't going to be Paul Heyman. Who would have been a good mouthpiece for him? And I'm actually trying to think because I don't even
Paul
remember.
Ellering.
For Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Paul Ellering was getting fired every other week.
Paul Ellering can talk, and he's got that intensity. I mean, you think of the dude that managed the Legion of Doom and the Road Warriors, like, he's going to be able to bring the intensity. I mean, other than that, I'd be grasping at Teddy Long. Brother Love never ever needs to be seen in any capacity ever again. That is one of the absolute worst characters of all time. No, Teddy Long. But Teddy Long, like, Paul Heyman has that, he can go into that really intense mode when he has to, where Teddy Long is just always kind of like that happy-go-lucky. So I don't know if the chemistry kind of thing would have been there, but Teddy Long definitely would have been an option. Paul Ellering, if she was still alive, Sensational Sherry would have been perfect.
Sable. He ended up married anyway. While we're talking, by the way, I am watching this match, and I have to admit I am enjoying this because Finn is put on the banger, him and Punk. I see Punk is bleeding from the mouth. Got to mention that earlier. But see, this is one of these type of matches when I've been stressing out for. Hey, Hunter, this is a pretty even match. Pull the trigger.
Dragon Sleeper. Just Dragon Sleeper and the match. Just be done. Ultimo Dragon. Dragon Sleeper. Just end it. That's a great wrestler. Never went
Ultimo
to WWE.
Dragon?
Ultimo Dragon was great.
He gonna go down as one of the most underestimated wrestlers of our time.
Isn't there somebody currently doing an Ultimo Dragon too? Let's see.
What? I mean, having the belt collector like he did, or
no? I mean, actually portraying the Ultimo Dragon character.
Oh, coup de grace. Can he get the win? 1, 2. And that's why I hate when you do finishing moves this early. Do your setup move. Move.
Asai is still actually wrestling. So it is him. Because I was going to say, I saw something on Ultimo Dragon not too long ago in a match. But it's still the original like Yoshihiro Asai. No, he's in his mid-50s. He's signed to Dragon Gate. I have watched maybe like 4 matches ever of Dragon Gate. So...
What about Dragon League? He's what?
Dragon Gate.
Dragon Gate?
It's a...
Oh, promotion. Okay.
Yeah, it's promotion on its own. But he's a trainer and a senior advisor, but he still wrestles too. I was going to say, because I saw him in the ring a couple months ago, but I thought it was somebody new just playing the character.
Good move. Good move by Balor. Took to go to sleep and ran out and fell out the ring.
It would be so solid if they had Finn win this.
Yes. You know my logic, man. If it's an even match, pull the trigger. Take a chance.
Well,
Make the
especially
best.
because the dude won a title and had to relinquish it the next day. He never even got a chance to run with it.
Yeah, and I am surprised that they haven't put the belt back on him.
Yeah, it's been 10 years. You never gave him another chance with it? Like, come on.
How many times Rollins got the chance with the title?
I can't stand Seth Rollins. I sound like I just hate everything about wrestling. I hate, that's part of why I didn't watch for so long, because to me, the talent was just overhyped trash. That and Roman Reigns was always on.
There would be a lot of wrestlers in that locker room who would be pissed if Roman Reigns win WrestleMania.
Oh, I'm willing to bet he's going to, too.
Me too. And you know what? And I guaranteed you that's a TKO call. That's not a Triple H call or a Rock call or your boy Bruce Pritchard type call. That would definitely be a TKO call.
Oh, yeah, that's an Ari Emanuel call. You really couldn't let him get in one coup de grace.
He got one in.
Did he? Oh, I must have missed it.
Now he's going to try to get two.
Well, he's already in a sharpshooter right now, so.
Oh, wow. Nice transition. That's a bad looking sharpshooter. Bret Hart will be pissed if he sees the looks of that sharpshooter.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's no Judgment Day out there for right now. I do.
I mean, I would not complain if there was Judgment Day interference for him to win.
Right.
Of course, there we go.
Spoke too soon.
Well, you've just basically eliminated Finn from having any chance of being involved in WrestleMania because you let him win clean. Because God forbid you carry on a story, because you know they're all about long-term storytelling in the WWE.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Every time CM Punk wrestles in Chicago, it's a guaranteed win. But yet Drew McIntyre could travel halfway around the world, wrestle in Scotland how many times, and they have him lose every time.
Every time.
Every time.
Even in his own backyard.
They're going to call Santino Marella, have him come back from TNA for a match when they do Clash in Italy, just to make sure he loses in Italy.
It's two things that I heard not too long ago is that when you wrestle your hometown, that you necessarily don't have to lose. I'm like, are you sure about that?
Sami Zayn, too. Every time he wrestles in Montreal, he wins.
Well, he lost to Roman.
That's right. Yeah, no, he loses every time. Him and Drew both lose every time they go to Montreal or to their hometowns.
Speaking of who could be in the crate, I would love it to be Kevin Owens.
That would just be dumb. It would be dumb that because it doesn't fit the character. This is 100% a Danhausen thing. Like, this is the type of shit that his character does. That's why it makes sense for him. But like, if you're physically going to put a person in the crate, it only makes sense for Danhausen. Now, if you're going to have like, you open it up and it's Y2J's like shimmer jacket that he used to wear or something, cool. Okay, fine. Something like that. Or Kevin Owens. I don't even know what you'd really use to signify Kevin Owens in a crate besides a t-shirt with the KO on it. And that would just be absolutely stupid.
Or a prize fighter.
That would be a stretch.
But you know, I'm trying to think of something, man, because I know people are gonna be mad. They're gonna be pissed.
Oh, they're gonna be livid. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the gobbledygooker all over again because it's gonna be Danhausen literally standing in the crate.
Yeah. This is not going to be good at all, man. Everybody going to be pissed.
Because Danhausen's not even a main event level talent. Oh, great. Now we get AJ Lee and CM Punk in the ring together. Because this is what everybody needs. I don't get why WWE bends over backwards for this guy when he literally shit on you every chance he got in the last like 12 years. But yet you treat him like he's been your savior.
I don't think they treat him like he's their savior. I just think that Punk brings them, he brings them money.
I still don't understand that either.
And
I don't understand. Him and Joe Hendry will always be the biggest anomalies to me. Out of everybody in the history of pro wrestling, Joe Hendry and CM Punk attraction, I don't get it at all.
I'm not the biggest Joe Hendry fan. I only see Joe Hendry fight a couple times. And
like, I don't have a problem with him. I just don't see the appeal to him. Like, to me, he's like a blonde Sami Zayn. He looks like an everyday dude.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Man, you are everyday dudes.
Yeah.
So it's good to have it. See,
there's also no appeal to me or you. Hey, look at Michael Chandler's at his 1000th PLE that they had to show on TV.
Okay, so you're ahead of me right now.
Oh, they're showing Giannis now. What are you on? What are they showing?
I'm seeing the WrestleMania CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, the best in the world versus the OTC.
Well, I was right. It was a Lil Yachty.
Not a fan of Lil Yachty.
I don't think anybody's actually a fan of Lil Yachty that's over the age of 7.
What the heck Giannis doing in Chicago? Other than Milwaukee is like a couple hours away. I can understand.
I was gonna say it's not like he's going far. You're driving like 2 hours south.
I hear people in Chicago always say about Milwaukee is that Milwaukee is like the suburban area of Chicago. So I guess so.
It's not even 2 hours. I think it's only like an hour and a half, hour, something like that away. I've only ever done a layover in Milwaukee, so I can't speak to it too much.
I haven't done a layover in Milwaukee.
It was a stupid layover. I don't even know why. I was flying to Seattle for work, but I had to stop in Milwaukee and whatever. Shitty airport, I can tell you that.
Take your word for it. But hey, one of these days I might go to Green Bay, Wisconsin, cross that off my list. Lions and Packers.
NLPA just did their review, and I think the Packers came in 22nd.
They did come in 22nd.
Yeah, Valenti was talking about it yesterday. I caught it. The Steelers, surprisingly, came in as the worst in all of the NFL for everything across the board.
I'm not surprised. They cheap, really cheap.
Yeah. The Lions came in 9th.
I will not be surprised if you guys in the state that I love more than any other state.
It's like you guys, like Did you forget where you came from?
Oh no, I love Michigan. There's only 3 states that I love. And I'm gonna say in this exact order: Michigan, Arizona, California. And I'm trying to add that 4th one called Puerto Rico when I go there one day.
I love Arizona. Living out there was good. Definitely has its pitfalls. Like you can go and drop $50 on a car wash, wake up the next morning, your car's yellow because all the dust and sand blowing in the air just settles on the cars in the middle of the night. So that shit sucks. Air quality sucks out there because again, you're breathing in all that shit, and the water quality is atrocious. Other than that, it's cool.
I know it is. Just like I said, Puerto Rico's gonna get there.
Oh, they're opening.
19,346.
Oh, that's what? It's a coffin. Oh,
Don't
who
say
could it be?
Don't. Yeah. God.
They just need to have Gobbledygooker come out. I gotta take the headstone off so I can hear everybody boo.
So get this straight. It take 2 junior managers to open this, huh?
This is. Oh God, they're doing a dance routine. Well, he got a couple cheers, but it died off real quick. Oy. At least they beat up the Gobbledygooker. If I'm Ari Emanuel, like I've already put in the phone call, like, dude, walk out the building, you're fired.
To who?
To Triple H, like.
This is a Bruce Pritchard thing, man. This is a Bruce Pritchard.
I don't care. Fire them both. You fired Bruce Pritchard before, do it again.
I'm so glad that the camera just blocked me out.
Like, you already have R-Truth. You already have R-Truth for your comedy routines. What do you need Danhausen for?
I'm like Corey Graves and Michael Cole right now. What the hell is this?
It's so bad. Well, as you can tell from the audience reaction that you should be hearing right about now, it went over about as well as a lead balloon does. He got like a 2-second pop, and that was it. I won't even call it a pop. It was a cheer. And you didn't even have him do anything. Oh. So bad.
So let me
so bad. What you got?
I'm trying to say this in the nicest way I can, but I can't. Cody Rhodes gonna win. I seen Danhausen wrestle a few times.
It's on the same quality as watching Orange Cassidy. Yes. Actually, no, it's probably slightly. I was gonna say it's slightly worse than watching Orange Cassidy, but you get what I'm saying. It's a gimmick.
The simple fact that they gave this man a spotlight, a major spotlight, and he comes through a crate with a coffin with dancers come out. I'm still waiting for the punchline.
Yeah.
Is this the big build up to that whole thing? Is this right here?
I mean, I don't do Twitter or anything, but I'll try and see what they got going on some of the social media. I'm just glad that I still don't pay money for this. Like, I just used one of my old work emails and signed up for another Disney or Hulu Live TV trial. Took like 2 minutes because I'm like, I'm not paying for these until you guys can do something competent.
Shout out to Dofu. Helps a brother out.
Oh, so bad.
Danhausen.
Yeah. Well, I guess right now for the WWE, it seems like no news is good news because nobody's talking about it. Yeah.
You know, I can get it. I understand Chris Jericho won't come in. I get that. But you telling me of all the wrestlers you got parked on the sideline when you was a good gimmick change. We talking about all the wrestlers that you got probably sitting in catering that you can be using right now and pushing. You bring out Danhausen.
Yeah.
I mean, Stephanie McMahon wasn't available.
Oh, wait, we got WrestleMania posted about it. First comment: the crowd reaction was so valid because who the F asked for this? I've never seen a crowd go so quiet. I was shocked. My heart been beating fast for a surprise. Never again. I told you guys it was gobbledygookery before it even happened. Crowd went crazy. Had to turn my TV up to hear it.
Jamie, you know what they did, right? You know what they did, right? Nobody's going to talk about Rhea Ripley winning the Women's Chamber. Nobody's going to talk about AJ Lee winning Intercontinental Champion. Nobody's definitely ain't going to talk about whoever wins the Men's Chamber. They're going to talk about this right here.
Rocky Horror Picture Show took over the Elimination Chamber. That's fair. It would have been far more interesting if it was Tim Curry, by the way. Let's see what's another good one. Somebody doesn't know how to spell the word waste and used your actual waistline instead of WASTE. WWE dropped the ball on that. Well, I told you that was going to happen beforehand.
Everybody knew they was going to drop the ball once they found out that
R-Truth absolutely has to interact with him and be mistaken for him and Sting. That would be at least somewhat entertaining. Hey, look at that. The Gobbledygooker got a bigger pop 30 years ago.
He did.
Actually, it was almost 40 years ago.
Yeah.
That was 1990.
36 years ago.
Anyone else but why him? Come on. Twilight WWE style. The crowd reaction took me out. Hopefully he doesn't curse Regal again.
Oh, God. This is... I'm so glad they don't do press scrums anymore in the WWE because this will be it.
Why'd they stop doing press scrums? Because he couldn't handle hard questions. Hey, dumbass, why'd you do this stupid thing? I don't know.
Oh God.
Triple H is a fucking joke. He's so bad.
He gave Danhausen a spotlight. And nobody is not going to be talking about any of the matches at the Elimination Chamber. They're going to be talking about this one. They're going to talk about this.
You know what would have saved the Elimination Chamber? Not having that involved at all. Because then you could have said, oh, they went the safe route. Rhea Ripley won. CM Punk won. Okay. At least you put high-powered people into into WrestleMania to try and save that card, but you've wiped all that out with Danhausen. And I'm willing to bet WWE fans, out of most wrestling fans, are very isolated fans. A lot of WWE fans only watch WWE, so they have no clue who the guy is.
Right.
It's not like AEW fans watch a lot of everything. WWE fans, most of them just watch WWE. So they have no clue who this guy is. They just see some pasty white dude with no muscle definition coming out with face paint on. And no, it wasn't ICP.
A guy who came out with his tattoo almost bigger than his chest. Yeah. My man came out with a double X tattoo. He like a medium.
He does funny skits and stuff, but like you've already got R-Truth for that. Like you don't need somebody else to come and take up more TV time doing nothing. And poor R-Truth doesn't even get to do anything anymore since John Cena retired.
You know what they're gonna do, right? You see what they're gonna do. We're gonna see a Danhausen interact with Kip Wilson. It's gonna be bad.
No, Danhausen's gonna be the United States champion by Friday. They're gonna have him beat Carmelo Hayes, and then you're gonna have this dude walking around with a belt.
I swear to God, if that happens, I'm driving to Stamford, Connecticut. Now I gotta have a sit-down meeting with Ari Emanuel. Ain't no way. Jamie, I will kick down that damn door.
I'm telling you right now, he's gonna be the US
Jamie,
champ.
I will kick that damn door down in the writing room, and I'm going off on everybody. They had to cancel Unreal because of me. I'm telling you. I bet. Jamie, I do not.
Oh, you just wait till next season of Unreal. They're gonna act like this is the biggest thing to ever happen. Oh, everybody's gonna be so surprised it's Danhausen.
The simple fact Bruce pitched this and they went through with it. And I can say Bruce Pritchard did it because it's the same stuff he did back when Vince was in charge. This is their signature thing.
Yeah.
The simple fact that he did that. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Trick Williams.
I just wondered, Triple H is like, I have no ideas. Let me go back to Survivor Series of 1990 and see if I can find a good idea. And this is what they come up with.
Man,
how bad is it? You go from that where like people were booing that it was Danhausen to immediately Trick Williams and the reaction he gets.
Oh, they know they effed up.
Like, if there's a way to say you just made a bad signing, you go from that to Trick Williams.
Hey, Trick, we need you to come out first, man. You know, people starting to boo out there.
That was so bad. Like, you didn't help your cause at all by having dancers come out.
Moving along, because I'm gonna get upset if I keep talking about Danhausen and his damn. Never mind. I kind of felt my blood pressure went up by 3 notches. I might have to tell my wife, take me to the hospital because I'm having a heart attack because I seen Danhausen on my damn TV screen.
Well, don't do that.
Jeez.
I gotta figure out where my charger is for my iPad.
You know the one thing I am surprised. You know the one thing. Well, I'm sorry because my logic makes sense. There doesn't.
What's that?
at some point, I don't know when. Maybe when these two guys get back on the same show, they got to revisit and finish up this feud between Javon Evans and Trick Williams.
I mean, they should go back and revisit the Carmelo Hayes Trick Williams.
Yeah, but you know they won't.
Oh, they not anytime soon. And it would just be out of convenience, like 2 or 3 years from now, that it would happen. I mean, people still cheer for LA Knight, but I feel bad for that dude. I think out of everybody currently in the WWE, I feel the worst for LA Knight. Like, I don't know what more they could ask him to do that he hasn't done.
Jamie,
And you know they're going to come back. Like, one day they're going to release him. Like when Bray Wyatt got released, and everybody's like, "What were you thinking?" And oh, well, he was difficult to work with. They're going to come back and be like, "Oh, well, you know, LA Knight, he could get himself right there. He just couldn't take that next step to get himself over or something." Like, they're going to make up some BS excuse.
Danhausen can get a better run than LA Knight. It's true. It's true. He will.
I mean,
And LA Knight deserves the run. He deserves to have a good run. I mean, the guy got over it.
Danhausen, to what you're saying, Danhausen got a featured spot in a PLE just to make a debut. LA Knight got the debut as Max Dupree. So by your logic, yes, what you're saying is correct.
Yes. The simple fact that these motherfuckers gonna put, I'm sorry for my language. I know my mother's probably watching.
She got slapped.
The simple fact that these MFers put Danhausen on my TV with a cape, with a cape and a 4XL tattoo that's bigger than his medium body, with dancers.
The dancers are what set it off. Like, no use whatsoever. It wasn't even like a full dance routine. They come out and do like 2 little moves, and that was it.
But then prior to that, you had 2 jackass junior managers open the damn box.
Yeah.
Let me take this plate in the kitchen. This I gotta get some fucking damn house.
Oh shit, you can't see it on TV behind me.
Logan Paul, the next heavyweight champion of the world in a year or 2.
Well, we talked about that a couple months ago. It's going to take about a year.
Okay. I'll calm down a little bit. I calm down, just say I love professional wrestling. And I'm so proud of all these wonderful, wonderful athletes who are out here entertaining all of us, except for Danhausen. Do you think, since we got Danhausen be the comedian wrestler, that can make our truth battle round killings be more serious wrestler now?
I would love if they did, but chances are you have a higher likelihood of them just releasing truth again than doing anything with them. Well, I see Randy Orton didn't forget how to baby oil himself. He went like full Diddy on his chest.
Hey, no Diddy.
The Diddler.
I never thought the Diddler would get mentioned on the Signatures and Finisher podcast. Wow. Imagine if he came out that crate. I do like that camera shot when he's walking out the entrance. You like that camera shot?
That's the answer. There's I don't like a lot of the camera angles that they do since TKO took over. I know they're trying to do like some UFC type thing, but like UFC is live sports. WWE is production and like quality and cinematography. And they try and do all these zoomed in, like we're going to try and circle around real fast and all. It doesn't need that. That actually takes away from it.
I think Randy Orton holds by every major record in WWE. The most appearances in Elimination Chamber, probably the most appearances in the Royal Rumble, most appearances at the I think it was 21st appearance at WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's what happens when you're around for a long time.
The guy who puts on by 6 bottles of baby oil.
Can I just say I'm happy to have Logan Paul instead of Jey Uso?
You did that yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't do a show yesterday. When I see him, I'm like, oh, Jamie's happy.
Oh yeah.
He'll be, hey, there'll be no running back tonight. Ain't running back.
When your value is to come out and just hype up the crowd instead of wrestling a match, like, and not even get in the ring to hype up the crowd. Just go walk out into the stands. We'll put a spotlight on you and wave your fingers around and then leave.
Before
I will say, on my little rant about Randy Orton earlier, I don't have a problem with Randy Orton. I just wasn't his biggest fan because I was a Cena fan. He does everything well, though.
Mm-hmm. I think Randy is your prototype wrestler where you want your wrestler to be like Randy Orton.
Yeah. It's a bad look for him now that there's 2 people that do your move 10 times better than you do.
It just amazes me how you say you're John, you grew up, you're a John Cena guy. It just amazes me how that they just don't. I ain't gonna say they don't value Randy. Randy just don't get the push that he well deserved. I always felt that Randy played second fiddle to John Cena.
Well, it's a charisma thing.
True.
If you look at the two of them, Randy didn't get this big until a couple years ago. Randy was smaller, didn't have the charisma that John Cena had, so it made sense.
Well, I mean,
it wasn't until he started
injury.
getting really hurt that he actually started working out like heavily and got as big as he is now.
Yeah, he's like over 300 pounds.
I don't know if he's quite that heavy, but
he is.
Having a kid, I'm so tired.
I follow him on Instagram and his wife, and she had put it out there that he is over 300.
Is he?
Yeah. It's more. She said he
that
put
is like
more.
The leanest 300 pounds I've ever seen.
Yeah. She was talking about it, because due to his back injuries, for him to do the things he wanted to do in wrestling, he had to change his style a little bit, but he also had to bulk up. But you can tell by looking at Randy Orton, he put on a lot of muscle mass on his body.
Well, I mean, yeah, the dude's massive now. I'm saying it's like the leanest 300 pounds I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. The guy's built like Barry Bonds.
Body by steroids.
Randy Orton do not take steroids. Yeah, I was waiting on that look too. I did the same thing.
Like, come on now.
If Barry Bonds didn't take it, we know Randy didn't take it.
It's like The Rock. I don't take steroids. Like, you don't get bigger as you get older because you just decided to work out a little bit harder. No. Especially to be that big.
I mean, look, The Rock's probably about 240, 230 right now.
And right now? Have you seen how sickly he looks?
Well,
he's
it's
probably
for that
close
movie.
to like 200 pounds right now.
Well, it's for that movie role.
Yeah, so, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's close to like probably 200 pounds.
Yeah, so give him about a few months, he'll be back up to 280.
I don't know. I think there's something, because if you remember, he was doing that whole thing where he like went and got checked. I forgot what he was getting checked for, but he got checked for something, and then that's when he announced he was doing that movie role, and he lost all the muscle mass. I think he's got something going on from all the steroid use, and I wouldn't be surprised if he never gets anywhere close to that big again.
I think he will. He's going to be at WrestleMania next year, James. He's wrestling. He got to get that big. Nobody wants to see
The Rock wrestle, period.
Nobody wants to see Skinny Rock.
God, another terrible WWE decision.
What's that?
Saudi Arabia.
Well, James, let me ask you something.
Oh, boy.
If the Saudi prince asked you to bring your business down to his country, and he said money is not a problem, would you do it?
Me? No. Like, there's no question. You could ask me to send it to Seoul, Korea, to Tokyo. Hell, I'll go to anywhere in Scotland. I'll go to Bangladesh. I'll go to Rio de Janeiro. I will go to Antarctica.
Oh, I ain't going
to Greenland. I will go anywhere. You just pick like one of two places that I won't go.
So you go to Dubai?
Dubai? That's India. I got no problem with India.
Well, they're the same way as Saudi Arabia. Women don't have rules there. I
One
mean, they
company
don't
currently
appreciate women down there
one
either.
one country we're currently bombing I'd never go to, and the other one is Saudi Arabia.
Hey, look, I know we at war. Even I know I got nothing against nobody over there,
I got
man.
my own reasons why I would never go to Saudi Arabia.
I'm just saying, I mean, he offer you a blank check, you fill in the dot.
I can do a lot with not having a blank check worth of money too.
I'm just
Just like I've
saying.
always said, if I had a company, I would never take it public.
Oh, neither would I.
Look at Vince McMahon. Took your company public and basically lost your own company.
He did.
Because you tried to run it like it was a private company.
Well, if Vince McMahon, I could do it all over again. And I'm thinking, like Vince McMahon, not what I would do this, but with Vince, he probably would have sold it to the Saudis. So,
100% he would have.
And he would still be in charge right by now.
If he could go back and redo the whole thing, absolutely he would have sold it to the Saudi public account or Saudi public fund or whatever it's called.
The Prince.
But no, I got my own reasons. Like if you just on a moral principle, no, I would never do anything with Saudi Arabia.
No, I hear you. You know what I'm saying? I got those same morals.
Just like I stay out of Dearborn.
I like Dearborn.
I stay out of Dearborn unless I go to the Dearborn meat market.
One of these days you're gonna listen to me. You can't say certain words in Dearborn. You gotta play nice.
That's why I don't go to Dearborn unless I go to the Dearborn meat market.
I'm just saying, I hear you on that. But I'm just saying, like you can't say certain things in Dearborn. They get upset. Now call them sensitive. Listen, they get upset.
You also can't order deer or bacon in Dearborn either.
No, but if you want deer meat, they got you.
That is true.
Is it me or both of these guys are wearing gold pants? It's kind of hard to watch.
That's happened a couple times on the last PLEs where even on the women's side, they'll wear like almost the exact same outfit. And it's like, you're not helping yourself out here.
Well, I can't know. Well, at least Trick ran white. So
it was the one that they just did in Saudi Arabia because, you know, the girls have to completely cover up. Like a bunch of them were wearing like the same outfit almost. Javon Evans worries me only because they're blowing him up so fast, so quick right now that I feel that they're going to flame him out and he's going to wind up being like a mid-card tag team wrestler. And nothing due to his own fault. Like, I think the dude's phenomenal. But I have a feeling they're going to flame him out hard.
Well, I don't think they'll flame him out. I just think between right now, they really don't have nothing for him. Because you know why. And you know who they waiting on. I mean, can they just say this without saying it, that the reason why Javon Evans is on Raw at the main roster, which he's well deserved. But can we just go ahead and just call it out that they're waiting on Leon Slater?
Yeah, and I think his contract ends at the end of the year. I think it is.
So all those good matches that we seen between Javon Evans and Leon Slater, even they tag team for a bit, we get to see that on the main roster. That's all they're doing. That's all they're waiting on.
Yeah, his contract ends at end of fall 2026. So yeah, like I said, end of the year basically.
Yeah. You go to your best friend. You go behind your best friend, TNA.
But again, you're gonna get a Javon Evans, Leon Slater tag team. Like they're gonna end up, you know, feuding at first, and then it's gonna turn into a tag team, and then you're gonna have two ultra high quality guys that are just gonna be sitting in the mid card going against the New Day.
It would make and Leon Slater is championship material too, by the way.
Yeah, and I think Javon Evans will be there too. Leon Slater's got more experience, so it makes sense. Yeah. But It comes down to WWE always favors their own guys first. Triple H has never deviated from that. Their own in-house guys are always going to get treated better than anybody that they bring in. And there's too much talent and not enough to go around. And when they do have opportunities to have it go around, like a PLE like this, 2 Elimination Chamber matches is stupid. The fact that you have a PLE that is Elimination Chamber is stupid. This is one of those matches that should be brought out once in a great while. You might have 2 or 3 years where you don't have an Elimination Chamber. That's the value of it. But when you have one where you have 2 matches every single year, like, why?
Trick.
Trick needs another finisher. The trick shot should just be a signature.
He has time to develop one.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to do it now while he's still like gaining popularity.
These 2 guys put on some great matches down in NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, Trick needs something a little flashier than the trick shot. It's too basic.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of something that would fit with his character at the same time.
I don't know a move, but I'd love to see him develop one, create one, come up with one instead of reusing old moves from the yesteryears.
You know what would almost work for him because he's so athletic? If he brought the whole train back from The Godfather.
It would fit his gimmick.
Because, like, I mean, Sting made it, the Stinger Splash worked for him. He could make it work. It'd work with his gimmick, and he'd have enough height on it to make it look like impactful. But yeah, like we look at all these guys, and I'm like, I can see this guy having the title in a year or something. But again, they don't have enough to go around. And they're going to ride Cody until he's dead.
Well, you know, Cody came back out and let everybody know again that the next
contract's going to be his last, but he's going to sign like a 5-year deal. You know he is.
Right.
Because he's what, 40 now? He's going to go till his mid 40s for sure. Maybe even into his late 40s. Just because you said your last contract, you signed a 5 or 7 year deal. What are we talking about?
Right. Here we go.
I do find it funny that they're all ganging up on him immediately.
Damn.
Since there's a lull in the action, I don't remember what video I was on, but they were going over because the new wrestling game's about to come out. Jelly Roll is ranked higher, is his overall rating, like the Madden stats. Mm-hmm. His overall rating is higher than Javon Evans. Jelly Roll's rated at an 80. Javon Evans is at a 78. Like, seriously? Come on now.
That's a slap in the face.
Yeah.
A country singer rating is higher than yours.
Jelly's got I've been a Jelly fan for a long, long time. Like Jelly Roll the rapper, not the country singer, but he's got his own problems to deal with right now.
With who?
Jelly Roll.
Who he has a problem with?
This woman Nicole Arbor, that's been around for a while, but like she's been airing out all of his stuff. They sent her an NDA to sign for like hush money and all sorts of stuff, and all you gotta do is Google it. You can read all about it.
So she dated Jelly Roll.
No, she dated another guy that he's associated with, and I don't even know how it started. I just got caught up on it like a couple days ago. But yeah, like she posted like hush money payments of like NDAs that they wanted her to sign and all sorts of stuff. She's made some music videos about him. It's actually really funny. Never heard the phrase cosplay Christian or yeah, cosplay Christian before, but she made it funny. As a longtime fan of Jelly Roll, it was one extreme to another. And like not just like, oh, like kind of dipping his toes in country music, but like full immersion into it from what he was. It was like, yeah, you could tell that there's not a lot of sincerity there.
I was about to say that I would not be surprised we see Jelly Roll back on the WWE television.
Oh, we will. They're trying to get Bad Bunny right now too. I saw that on TMZ's wrestling thing or whatever, the Inside the Ring or whatever they do. Apparently, they've been talking to Bad Bunny about coming back for WrestleMania because they're desperate for ticket sales.
I don't think he's coming back for WrestleMania.
I mean, I don't know if he's on tour or anything, but if he's got free time to, hop in there and get comfortable again, maybe, but it doesn't seem like that's a whole lot of prep time either.
Nah.
And Bad Bunny, I wouldn't have a problem with because he's already shown that he can get in there and do it. But if it's some more like Travis Scott kind of garbage, I'm good on that.
That's crazy. I bet you everybody would have been happier if Bad Bunny was in the damn box.
This has been a very uneventful match.
I almost fell asleep twice.
I know. Anybody else watching the screen knows too.
I mean, because I'm watching this, I'm like, what are they doing?
Again, it's not a match that should be a stable PLE every single year. You bring this out when the storylines make sense to have a match of this caliber.
Yeah, it makes sense. Just kind of like when they took away the Hell in a Cell and they make, you know what, we'll use it when we need to use it. Like that Punk and Drew McIntyre match. That was a good way to use it. This, and then the one guy who should be in here is not in here. That's Jacob Fatu.
Yeah.
And then if you look at this though, you got 6 guys who really don't have no beef with each other.
Well, and that's what I've complained to you about before on the show is that
making sense.
Triple H's idea of storytelling is we're just going to run a tournament every month for something and drag it out as long as we can. And we've had a month long or 3 weeks long of qualifier matches for Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about storytelling. If we just have enough tournaments, that'll carry us through. Nobody's even been eliminated yet.
Well, we're only like 20 minutes in?
I mean, Alexa Bliss got eliminated before everybody was even out in the match.
Well, you know they don't value Alexa
Well, I
Bliss
know they don't
anymore.
value the women, but
Yeah,
they get their own PLE. That shows how much they value them, that they give them their own PLE that they throw together like the night before. Yeah, if he's 300 pounds, that is like the leanest 300 pounds I've ever seen.
yeah.
But I mean, I guess he is what, like 6'5" or something like that? He's pretty tall.
6'5", 6'6", and he
Yeah.
holds it well.
So yeah, I guess, yeah, 300 pounds would make sense on him. I'm just when I see him, I think Terry Crews. I'm like, Terry Crews is like 240 and just shredded.
Yeah, and Terry Crews looked bigger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like Terry Crews is like 240,
Right,
and just shredded, and is
right.
like that same height.
But it's also you gotta look at body mass, muscle mass, and all
Right.
that. Oh boy, who's gonna get eliminated?
Just waiting for Javon Evans to do something. He's been sitting on top of that pod for like 5 minutes now.
Where's the death-defying stunt? It's taking too long.
It looks like he's about to start doing something. He's just standing up there to do the OG cutter on somebody. No, unless he's going to do a leg drop. That's just frog splash. Why does nobody do the Harlem Hangover? Why?
I don't know, man. It'll be perfect to use it right now.
Oh, Javon's gone.
Damn. Just when we hiked him up. Whoop. Goodbye.
I will say Logan Paul's got a nasty little welt on his back right now.
By the future world champion.
I saw if Cody wins though, I'm gonna be so pissed. It's gotta be Randy Orton or Logan Paul.
I'm rolling with Randy. I think Randy it's not him being deserved. I think if Cody wins, that story like him and Drew McIntyre has to come to an end. If it's Randy, you continue that storyline. But the question is, though, for that to happen, Drew would have to be running interference.
You have Danhausen interfere in the match. He's instantly going to be a main eventer.
There goes LA Knight at the turnbuckle.
God, he needs to stop doing that. He screws that up almost every single time he does it.
Wow.
He screws that up almost every single time.
I hate when they do that. Like Randy took a kick in the face, stumbles a little bit, then he just falls. If you get kicked in the face, just fall right there and there. It don't got to be like an old show.
Oh, under the tutelage of Ric Flair, you have to oversell at every opportunity.
Wow. Bit of tight. Hmm. See, what did I say? LA Knight out of here.
Well, we all knew that. There was no chance LA Knight was winning this thing.
I know that. I'm just man. This LA Knight gotta be the one guy where I can't be in the final two. I can't be in the final three. Why it can't be me and Cody at the end?
It'd be interesting to see if they let Trick take out Paul.
Come on, Randy. Whoop.
There's a lot of mistiming going on in this match. Oh, Trick's gone.
Well, there goes the dark horse winner. Hmm. I think Logan Paul gonna be the next one.
Oh yeah, that mask guy
Uh,
looks like Sebastian Maniscalco, the comedian.
oh God. Mask guy.
That's a different guy, but the guy from yesterday looked like Sebastian Maniscalco. So that just
Yeah.
means they're going to start. Seth's going to come back with a faction like immediately. It's probably
Mm-hmm.
going to be a bunch of NXT guys.
Oh, they got him. They're gonna run this mask thing to it.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to turn into like a whole faction for Seth Rollins. It's going to be like all NXT guys.
It'll be Dark State. Damn.
Oh, this one's taking off his own mask. Seth Rollins. Yawn. Yawn.
One, two, three. Well, at least he finally the first one other CM Punk and AJ Lee got a pop.
I swear if Cody wins. I'm so pissed.
Can we just get a Drew run of interference right by now?
Oh. Yeah, there you go.
I said it and spoke into existence, and it happened.
Like, Drew McIntyre is like a big dude. Like, you could just tell, look at him, he's a massive dude. But when he stands next to Cody, you're like, holy shit, he's massive.
He's like a mountain.
There it is. Okay, match over.
Oh.
I'll let you watch it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I called it and I predicted Randy Orton. Thank you. But unfortunately, I do believe they're going to make this a fatal 4-way. And Randy Orton now get his 1-on-1 chance at the title. Hey, Jamie, what you always told me this stuff was? Lazy booking?
Lazy booking, predictable, call it whatever you want.
I'm happy for Randy.
I'm happy for him too. He needs to at least tie Ric Flair. At minimum. So he's got to get 2 more at least.
I'm happy for Randy. He deserved it. But I'll also say I would appreciate a little bit more if it was a heel Randy Orton.
Well, I think that's what they're going to start pushing it for right now, is kind of going back into that heel mode. One of two things. They'll either use this to finally turn Cody heel, or Orton will just go back to full heel mode.
Orton got to go back to full heel mode.
I think for the sake of the company right now, they need Cody to go heel first, just so people can get over the Cody fatigue of seeing him out there doing the same thing week after week.
Wait a minute. Who alluded to Cody turning heel? Oh, that guy who we all criticize and say he don't know what the hell he's talking about. Just saying. Say what you want about Dwayne. Love him, hate him, whatever.
About who?
Dwayne Johnson.
Oh.
Say what you want about him. You can say what you want about him, but the man, we can no longer sit here and say he was wrong. Can't.
No. Not at all. Well, that'd be about it on that one.
Yeah. I mean, come on, Cody. You ain't give him no high five, nothing. You just. All right. So, what did you think of tonight's Elimination Chamber? Your thoughts?
Went just about the way I expected it to go. As safe as they possibly could.
Yeah, they did. I truly hope they I mean, well, they got like what 5 weeks, 6 weeks to WrestleMania. I do believe they got to fix some things. I'm happy to see Jay and Rhea for the title. Now let's build that story. Let's see what Jay can do against one of their top women superstars. Um, Disappointed in the Becky Lynch AJ Lee match. Honestly, that match just felt like it could have been saved for Raw. The men's Elimination Chamber. I mean, yes, Randy Orton won. Yes, he pinned Cody, and yes, Drew McIntyre interfered, but at the same time, we will not be getting Randy Orton one-on-one match. With Drew McIntyre, this is not going to happen. I do see this being a fatal four-way. Danhausen, you know where I come from. I don't want to touch on that no more. Yeah, that's all the matches I think I covered. I would like to see the WWE advance more into their, I guess you want to call the stories, because you have 5 or 6 weeks away from WrestleMania, and now it's that time you have to start putting things together. Now it's time to make things start to make sense. Tell the story. Make fans like the Signatures and Finisher podcast and heavily into it. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen on Monday. Well, actually, we do know what's going to happen on Monday. It's going to be a safe show. We tired of the predictable. Let's be unpredictable. Let's throw some surprises in there. Let's throw a monkey wrench into the game plans. Let's get Paul Heyman more involved in these stories. And damn it, I do not want to see Danhausen on my damn TV anymore.
Get ready for it.
Jesus Christ. I
Get
promise
ready
you.
for it. He's going to be all over Netflix.
And when he goes on my TV, I'm going to do exactly what Double J, the original, do. I'm going to kick, scream, cry, and I'm going to take a fucking nap.
Well, I think that's about it for this one.
Yes, sir. We'll see you guys on Tuesday right after Raw, because we know Raw's going to be a
snooze fest.
That very, very snooze fest.
We'll have a slumber party. We'll do a slumber party for that one. Because that's basically what watching this was. I'm like, I'm not even entertained.
Yeah, I know.
Ever since Tiffany got off the screen, I'm like, I got no EO. Kiana got eliminated at the same time Asuka did. So I'm like, I got Tiffany. And then Tiffany's gone. I'm like, I got nothing.
No. You cannot. Anyhow, that's it for the show. There's nothing else to say. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Later.